What up, gang? Bro, the sun is coming through crazy right now. We getting the stream pulled up. We're gonna be sewing today. We're gonna be doing some short jackets. Y'all gonna get the behind the scenes scoop. But first I gotta put a TikTok up. So bear with me now. Bear with me because this is always a whole other thing as well. I ain't go cat to you. All right. Let's see what this TikTok do. But yeah, man, we're just starting the stream, man. We're just gonna start tapping more into it. This is something that we kind of just want to do more. And yeah, so something that we just want to throw on and allow you guys to just like join and whatnot, and just chill and just watch, you know. Here we go, the TikTok going. All right, now we're on TikTok. Now we are on the TikTok. Okay. I should have some music. If the music is too loud, let me know. I don't even know if anyone's in this drawing. But we're gonna get it going. Right here, bro. Let me clip my mic on though. All right, now we're gonna get popping, bro. We're gonna get popping. Let me pull it up. Let me put my AirPods in. Let me lock in. Let me get on my zone a little bit. Yeah, I bet. So everything should be straight now. If somebody hops in here, this John, bro, say something. Holla at your boy for the one time. Though. We're gonna get it going. What should I do? I'm taking a link right now. I'm putting a link on little IG with it. But how do I? Oh, here we go. Yeah, what up? We about to get sewing here in a second. So, just come bob out. Come chill out. Yeah, man, everybody get sewing. So if y'all want to watch me sew, turn up. Feel free to ask a question as well. I'm gonna try to keep up with the chat. See what the chat's saying and stuff like that. But just bear with me. If I don't see your chat immediately, then don't hold it against me. But is the music okay? Is the music like loud enough? Let me know. If the music isn't loud enough or if it's too loud, let me know. But yeah, man, just turn up. We're about to get sewing here. You gotta get sewing here.
only way. And now Miller's taking a technical doc
and take a little
Grammarly
selfie.
to rewrite it. Let's see if it makes the difference. It's love all, but does Jones feel it?
Yes, they're aligned. Game, set, and match.
Thanks to Grammarly, every word you write helps you reach your goal.
Download Grammarly for free.
Y'all gonna have to. Hey, what up? What up, though? What up? There's a bunch of random people joining, bro. Ain't nobody even saying nothing, so I'ma just act like they're bots. All right, we're gonna get to work here. We're gonna get to work. Let's lock in. Let's lock in here. Don't need that right now. We are working on. We are working on shore jackets right now. If you know, you know. If you don't know, bro, let me put you on, bro. Let me put you on, bro. Let me pull it up on my phone too, because I don't want to like miss a chat if y'all be typing in the chat type. Alright, let me lock in here. Bet then. Alright, fine. So this is what we're working on, bro. LaChoy jacket. Tough or no? Tough or no? Y'all gotta wait. Y'all gotta wait. See the whole vision. You just gotta trust. You just gotta trust. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. There are some 60 stuff coming ASAP. We always try to, we do like 2 drops a week, to be honest. We try to do hella drops and just keep stuff coming constantly. So yeah, there's stuff coming. There's some 60 stuff coming. What day is it? Thursday? There's actually stuff coming tomorrow. There's stuff coming tomorrow. So we typically drop at like 10 a.m. Eastern on the website. And yeah, you can catch it there. Also, we're doing a lot of Black Friday stuff, so stay tuned for Black Friday stuff because Black Friday is always lit. So yeah, now there's definitely some stuff coming though. There's definitely some stuff coming. Now I love the 60s stuff though. I'm so like true vintage out right now. I heard this interesting take, bro, talking about Y2K. And the difference between Y2K and like true vintage. That's not like aesthetically what's the difference, but it's like, bro, I heard that like Y2K is like just like secondhand fast fashion, and I was like, bro, low-key facts though. It's just secondhand because when you think about it, like, bro, Y2K, like 2000s, like that's kind of when the world started getting into like mass consumption of clothes. So then now we have, and that's why there's like so much Y2K stuff, which is fine, but like that's why everyone's finding it, because that's when the world started like mass producing clothing, and that's when like again, mass consumption was like going crazy, bro. It was that whole Y2K stuff. So, and that's why like Y2K garment quality is just lower than like if you find some 1960s, 70s like workwear, like bro, like the quality is actually just like not good because it was just made so differently back then. The culture was so different around clothes and like people were shopping differently. I thought it was super interesting. I was like, bro, if you really do think about it, it is just like secondhand fast fashion. But I mean, I ain't knocking it. I mean, to each his own, right? And from like a sustainability standpoint, like if people are just selling, like reselling clothes at all, I feel like that's a positive thing. And if people are like buying from not like stores, because you can buy from stores that are like environmentally conscious or brands that have like attitudes of like not mass production, right? Like there's some good brands that want to sell you stuff that like you're gonna wear for years and years. But I don't even know what I was saying. But and then there's other brands that like think about mall stores basically. They just want to sell you like 1,000 things a year, you know. Like the more you buy, the better for them. So, and like they're all about the profit margins and trying to lower prices. So when you go to like, I don't mean to knock on anybody, I don't even mean to knock on like H&M, but when you go to like H&M, bro, they're the reason why they have like, I don't even know how much your stuff costs, $30, $40. Like they got stuff so cheap. And I used to shop at H&M like when I was like in high school, and bro, I would get something from them, wear it like a few times, and then it'd just be cooked. Like it'd be like a complete different size than the size that I bought it at. And it like the quality just went down so quick. But that's kind of like their game plan. They're kind of like, dude, if we just make cool clothes, sell them for cheap, so that like every few months people have to come back and just buy like hundreds of dollars of more clothes. Like it's like a W game plan for them. Crazy. It's crazy though. But I feel like people are like slowly realizing that, and like not even realizing it, because people can realize it and be like, I don't care, I'm just gonna keep doing it. But people are starting to favor more like eco-friendly, longer-term style clothes. I mean, think about vintage, bro. I mean, some of the stuff has been around for like decades, and it's still cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really interesting too. Like the more time and thought that I spend about it, or the more time I've spent and thought about it, the more I've kind of realized that. And I thought, I forgot who I heard that take from, but whoever made that take talking about Y2K is just like secondhand fast fashion. Like they were spitting, bro. They were spitting, because I was like, that's actually mad true. How's my audio, by the way? Is everything straight? Someone can just be like, hey, it's bad or something. Let me know. But yeah, man, vintage is just crazy, bro. Like the trends, dude, the trends change so fast. Like truly. Like overall, it feels like trends stick around for a while. Like when you think about Carhartt, bro, think about Carhartt, bro. Like the shorty jackets, bro, that trend has been around for a minute. People have been liking Carhartt for the last like 4 years. But I can tell you one thing that I think low-key fell off, that was booming back in like, I don't know, what, 2021, I think, was like bell bottoms, bro. Like 1970s bell bottoms, like the big bell bottoms. Like, bro, I feel like a lot of people were wearing and wanting, okay, bet, thank you, audio is good. I feel like a lot of people were wanting and wearing like big flares, like big bell bottoms. And now, like, bro, that's just like, I just feel like that's not the case as much. Like, the bell bottoms were like selling for a ton of money, like especially like the Levi's. I forgot what even make they are, like 646 or something like that. But dude, those were selling for a ton. Like we couldn't hold on to them, but now it's like price is kind of switched up a little bit because people have stopped wanting them as much. People have been on that baggy type. Hey, so far though, I don't even know if I can even see that well. But this webcam kind of dog, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Sheesh. Bro, the exposure crazy. That's wild, bro. I probably gotta go in the settings. Come if it's bad on the TikTok, come tap in on the Twitch and the YouTube, bro. Come tap in on the Twitch and the YouTube. I probably need a chat. Hold up. Hey, 684 something, I think. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 684. That's what it's called, not 646, 684. But dude, people used to go crazy over that stuff, bro. People used to go crazy, bro. We cannot hold on to bell bottoms, but now it's like, bro, people are alright. People are more into the whole baggy jeans, bro. Everybody wants baggy jeans. And I mean, who am I to talk, bro? Like, I'm wearing big ass raw denim right now, but that's what people want, bro. That's what people are liking right now. Is also the raw denim. But I'm kind of like a fan. Like, I'm definitely not knocking that, because raw denim's whole attitude is like, get this pair of denim and wear it for like years and years and years and years, which is like so anti-fast fashion. It's so like anti like what the shopping habits of people have been for like the last, I don't know, 20 years. So like, I definitely think it's a cool way that people are tapping into, and I think it's a good thing that people are getting into. Also, just like raw denim, it goes way back. Like that, dude, that stuff goes back to like so long ago. Like I want to, like I was about to say like 1940s, but like it goes back further than that, bro. So, and just like the general silhouette of raw denim now, that's trendy. Like raw denim's been around since like the 2010s, right? Like raw denim has been a thing, but a lot of people were wearing like skinny raw denim, tight raw denim. Now I feel like it's blowing up a little bit. You know, the pants are getting bigger. It's just kind of like more of a 1940s, 1950s kind of thing. If you look back, like you see a bunch of pictures of guys, of laborers wearing like very, very baggy denim, like high-waisted, super wide leg like denim, and it looks so dope. Honestly, it looks dope. So I'm with the baggy raw denim trend. That's what I'm kind of seeing right now. It's mad cool. It's kind of like, I don't know, like when I was making these jeans that I have on right now, I made them and I showed them to my brother, who is my business partner. I showed them to him and he was like, bro, these look like some Jankos. And I was like, bro, like that is not what I was going for at all. Like, I do not want these to look like Jankos, bro. But I realized that he was low-key like right. Like they do. Like they're super baggy. They're not, Jankos have a little bit more of a flair to them. But I'm like, they are like just generally just like pretty big jeans. So I was like, oh, I don't want these to look like Jankos, but like low-key you're right. So it's kind of like obviously there's probably some stuff I could switch on these jeans to make them maybe look less like Jankos, and like make them look less like, my fault, I'm over here, TikTok, my bad. And make them look less like a Y2K pair. Like, I mean, I think you can mess with the silhouette and make them look like, because basically I want to communicate to people that, hey, my inspiration for these was like 1940s denim, not like I want to make a version of Jankos. But it's interesting. It's interesting. It's almost like the baggy raw denim is like a crossover of like the recent blow up of like the Y2K, but it's also like rooted in like vintage clothes, like true vintage clothes, which are like in terms of the vintage, on the vintage spectrum, like the two opposites, right? Y2K, true vintage, like they're the complete opposite ends of the spectrum. But baggy raw selvage denim is kind of like bringing those two worlds kind of together with like the super bagginess of it, but then also just like the fabric and aesthetic inspiration of like raw denim and selvage. So it's kind of almost bringing these two worlds together, which makes sense, honestly, because I feel like for a while, bro, like people have been in between, or not even in between, but like both of these things have been kind of blowing up at the same time. True Vintage has become more popular. Y2K, obviously, as you know, it has been like literally booming. So it's like, I feel like this like baggy raw denim is low key the baby of, or at least the popularity, not the actual thing, because he's been around for a while. But the popularity of them is the like the offshoot of the Y2K trend and like everybody liking True Vintage. I don't even know. I mean, that's just a theory. I don't even know if this is facts, bro. I don't even know if this is facts. Hold up, bro. I'll see you typing. Hold up. Let me answer. Get me on another topic, bro. I'm out here yapping. My bad, bro. My bad. Well, I guess y'all can't even really talk back, so. For a good pair of Hickory Stripe pants, bro. No cap, bro. I am too. There's definitely some good brands. It's hard for me to find vintage ones. But I'm stuck on some massive overalls. Yeah, I don't know if I can set them into jeans because the waist is massive. Bro, yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel like your best bet, if you're trying to sew something, like if you're trying to like make something from like Hickory Stripe, like I would just order like literally just like 10 ounce, 12 ounce, 13 ounce Hickory Stripe denim, and I would just make a pair of pants from there. I know it may be like a little harder, but dude, I don't know. I feel like every time I've tried to turn something from overalls back into pants, like one, I end up spending like way too much time on it, and way too much time on it for like the final product to like not even be that good. You know, like I spent way too much time on it for something just like super mid, and I'm just like, bro, what am I doing, bro? What am I doing? But I'm always looking for Hickory Stripe pants. I love the Hickory Stripe. Like, for a while, I always tell myself, like, oh, I'm going to find some, just because, like, I'm sourcing vintage all the time, but I have not found a pair that fits me. No, wait, it's like I'm lying, bro. I have found one pair, bro. I have found one pair my whole life. And it was like a super cool 1990s pair. They were actually Gap. They were Gap. So they weren't like the OG thing. They were a pair of Gap Hickory Stripe pants. I don't know if they were denim or if they were like a canvas, but they were so fire, bro. I regret selling them. And that was like probably like 3-4 years ago. So I probably sold them for like $30 too. So that's absolutely brutal, bro. You hate to see it, but I mean, that happens, bro. I remember one time I sold I'll never forget this, bro. I sold a double V sweatshirt I put it on Depop. Put it on Depop for like $40, bro. Put it on Depop for $40, and it sold immediately. And I was like, bro, what? Because it was like, bro, all I know is that like I just pulled this sweatshirt from the bins, and it was like super small, and I was like, it has like 2 V's. So I'm like, I don't even know what this is. I thought it was like a 80s sweatshirt or something. So I put it on Depop. It sold literally immediately, and I was like, all right, well, like I guess maybe it's just the right person saw it. And then I started getting messages on Depop saying like, I'll buy it for 100, or like it didn't even start out as 100. Someone was like, hey, I'll buy it for 50, and then someone was like, hey, I'll buy it for like 75, and then someone was like, hey, I'll buy it for 100, and I'm like, bro, what? Like, what is going on? Like, this is all happening the same day, like in the span of a couple hours. So I'm like, bro, like what is happening right now? So eventually I sold it to the guy for 100, so I at least got 100 for it, but that was super crazy. I just remember being like, what the heck did I do? And then after I sold it, I think I told somebody, and they were like, wait a minute. And then they like looked up some stuff and like showed me, and I was like, bro, I'm not here tweaking. But you gotta get burned once in a while to learn. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get burned, and then you'll know. You know what I'm saying? It's all part of the process, bro. It's all part of the process. These are canon events for resellers. There was a time period where I didn't know nothing about no True Vintage. All I knew was t-shirts, bro. Like, that's all I knew. But over time, you'll slowly build knowledge. You'll slowly figure out not only what's like valuable from like a monetary standpoint, but you'll also just develop like a taste. Like, I've seen it so many times. Like, dude, this has got to be studied, bro. Because I feel like most of the people I know, start off reselling, like, again, the normal stuff, just picking up normal vintage, selling it for cheaps, picking up anything that'll sell. But over time, they start like that, and then they get super into like true vintage, just naturally. Like that's the natural progression of like a reseller. They'll start just with some normal 90s stuff, and then eventually they'll get into like true vintage, which is just like so funny. You got a Depop app? Hey, I don't. I did back in the day. We don't really sell a whole bunch on Depop now. We like mainly just do things through our website, which is literally just despisedgossip.com or despisedgossip.us. So we do everything from through there, and we drop stuff like I said, like 2 times a week. We probably drop 40 items 2 times a week. So definitely just stay up to date. I mean, the best way to stay up to date is just follow us on Instagram. A lot of the times Instagram wants to like not like shadow ban us, but like not push all of our content out. So the best way to stay up to date with what we drop is follow us on Instagram and then like check our stories. And I mean, we post 2 times a day. What time is it even? I gotta post it. We post 2 times a day. So like logically you should be seeing our stuff, but sometimes Instagram doesn't like to push and promote our stuff, which is okay. But so yeah, so I started off on Depop and Grailed like crazy. Like that's where I started. That's where I got my that's where I earned my stripes. I did that for probably like a year and a half, and then talked to my brother about it again, bringing him up again. Talked to my brother about it, and I was like, bro, like, look what I'm doing. Showed him what I was doing, and he's like a really he's like has like a business mind, so he like likes to look at numbers, and he likes to figure out and strategize ways to like make the numbers grow, yada yada yada, whatever. So I was showing him what I did, and I was like, bro, yeah, like, I'm like, this is pretty crazy. And he was like, no, like, actually, it is pretty crazy. And he was like, dude, we can turn this into something like a business. And I was like, true. So yeah, and then the first thing we did was like launch a website, because back in the day, I know Depop took their seller fees down, which is crazy, bro. Depop took their seller fees down. But back in the day, Grailed had like a 8% seller fee. Depop had like a 9% seller fee. So I was selling a bunch of stuff, but I was paying so much in the seller fees, bro. So like our first like mission and our first like goal was to like get away from the seller fees, to just like sell stuff and then not have to pay seller fees, which is like basically selling stuff on your own, selling stuff through your own platform. So that's why we're like, bro, we got to make a website. So that's what started it all. But humble beginnings for sure. Humble beginnings. I started off in the trenches. I'm sitting in the bins like 5 days a week, all day, 8 hours a day. But looking back at it now, it's crazy. Like, I don't know how I did that, to be honest. I got mad respect for all the bin warriors out there. But yeah, I used to be doing that, but it's crazy, bro. I can't do it now. I'll tell you that much, bro. I go to the bins and just like, I'm like, dog, I just do not have, I ain't got that dog in me. Don't got that dog in me. I lost my my drive. I lost my stamina type. But I ain't got it in me no more. But that's all right, because we get a bunch of suppliers. I actually got a box recently. We could do a little unboxing if y'all want to see. Don't want to see? Hey, John, I'm over here, John. Sorry. The TikTok, we got to use a webcam. It's different from the camera. If you watch live on Twitch and YouTube, you get the whole horizontal camera and you can see everything I do. But the TikTok is a little limited in terms of what the camera shows, because for some reason TikTok wants to be crazy and like not let us stream the same way we stream on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Technical stuff. You know, it's not my strong suit. So if you guys want to follow along more, I don't know, intentionally come hop over to the YouTube and Twitch. The YouTube and Twitch. Throw that John on. Ask me any questions. I just graduated from fashion school, so if you have questions about that, I'd love to answer them. Or if you have questions about anything vintage, I can also answer that as well. Surge away, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, John, this is something that we just want to get into a little bit more. Again, we're trying to focus on our community, our Despised Gossip community. Build that up a little bit. So we're trying to get more in tune. Do you shop vintage or do you buy clothes from other brands like Mason Ryder? Personally, for my personal. Okay, bet you want the unboxing? I did just get a whole new box of vintage. We can actually do a little unboxing. But personally, I do buy clothes from other brands. I don't only limit myself to vintage. But naturally, I kind of have like this. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but like whenever I see something really cool, whether it's new or whether like another vintage seller is like selling it, I always feel like one, I can make it or I can find it, like one or the other. So I have like a little bit of pride in that, and I have like I'm kind of like stubborn almost, to where it's like, oh, like I don't want to spend $75. Like I can just go find that, or I can go make that. And so I kind of end up in this loop of like never really buying anything, but like just waiting for the stars to align, and then for me to either make it or for me to find it. But there is a lot of really cool brands that I like, and that I am looking to probably cop some stuff from here and there. But yeah, there's definitely a ton of really cool brands, especially like cool like heritage type brands who are doing salvage stuff, really vintage inspired stuff. A lot of like Americana stuff. So there's, I mean, again, not to get back on like what's trending right now, but I feel like that's like a big trend. I feel like I'm finding a new brand every day that like makes some salvage denim or makes some like 1950s inspired, pants, or makes like a 1950s inspired vintage military inspired clothing. So I feel like that's low-key booming right now too. Which is fire. I don't know if it's booming or if I'm just seeing a lot of it, because you don't want to just be biased on like what you personally see. And if I'm into it, like I'm probably going to see it a little more. So I don't know. I mean, does that stand out to y'all? Do y'all see people like new brands a lot? Like a lot of new brands recently, like favoring vintage inspired designs? Because I feel like that's like a huge thing right now. Everybody's trying to like make like something that is from the past almost, It's interesting because it raises the question of, okay, like what new stuff is going on, like is anybody even making anything like new? Which the answer is yes, but it just makes you think. Go ahead and drop a like on the live too. I don't even know what that does. Does that promote it so more people can like see it? I don't even know. I'm still learning all this stuff, but go ahead and show some love. Show some love on the live type. We just are here sewing away. Feel free to ask any questions that is on your heart. Sorry, TikTok, when I'm sitting at my sewing machine, you can't really see me. I need to probably adjust the camera a little bit. Give me 1 second, I got y'all. How do you usually source your vintage? Yeah, great question. So like I said, I started off just going to the bins a ton by myself, and that's a great way to source, because you can get stuff for so cheap, and the only thing you're really paying up front is just your time. Like you're just sacrificing the hours that you'll spend there to get stuff. But I mean, I feel like most people who sell vintage are young, so they probably have some time to kill. So I started off doing that. I started off going to the bins a ton, sourcing vintage that way. Slowly kind of got off of that because I had to go to school. So I'm like, bro, I can't go to the bins this much because I literally have class and I have to go get educated. So, but through my time that I spent at the bins, I actually built up a ton of connections. So I have a ton of people who I'm like really close with that are still there, that still go there all the time. So what I did was I just pay them to basically get stuff for me. So basically they just like, they know what I look for. At Despise Gossip, we do a lot of 1960s, 1970s, true vintage. We do a lot of like Americana. So we do a lot of workwear. So that can go over many decades. That can be 80s, 90s, even some 2000s stuff we sell. Not necessarily a Y2K theme, but Americana theme and workwear theme. So they know what I look for, and so they'll go to the bins still. They'll pick it out and they'll kind of leave it for me. So whenever I go back to them, you know, every month or so, they have a pile for me and I pay them that way. And we also just have a ton of suppliers as well. We're always looking for more too. So if anyone out there goes to the bins a lot and has a bunch of extra inventory that they're looking to move, let me know. Because we're always looking for new suppliers. But yeah, we have a handful. Drop some. Okay, here we go. 12 likes. Okay, the love is being shown. Drop some likes. Drop some comments if y'all want to see the live vintage unboxing. I got a bunch of 50s stuff. Not a bunch. I got a couple of 50s stuff. I got some 60s stuff. And then just like some other really cool stuff as well. That I could go ahead and unbox on live. I have this crazy piece that I've never even seen before, which I'm pretty hyped on. But I can go ahead and unbox that live if y'all are into that. If y'all would like to see that live unboxing of the true vintage. Yeah, the unboxing would be cool. I did. Hold up. I'm finishing this sleeve right now, and then we could do it. Maybe we could get to it. Yeah, it's really cool stuff. This stuff came from Texas. This recent stuff. So, first supplier that we have like from Texas, which is cool. But yeah, let me show you. So here's what I'm working on so far. This is called the American Shore Jacket. Oh my god, y'all can't even see it, bro. Bro, y'all can't even. It's called the American Shore Jacket. It's got like hand painted stuff. It's got stripes and whatnot. Patchwork, denim camo. Whatever. I'll show y'all the final thing. All right, cool. Let's do this unboxing real quick. So, as y'all see, big old box. Again, came from Texas. Shout out to the man. So we have 3 of these shirts, which are really cool. These like old work shirts. Bro, I'm gonna see if I can. Hold on, because this is crazy. Yeah, the camera quality is wild, bro. Yeah, I might just have to close these blinds a little bit, bro, because this is getting ridiculous. All right, cool. So we have. Are you getting nuked? Yeah, I am getting nuked actually. Yeah, did you see that? We're good now though. So we have like this 1960s, I'd say. Chain stitch. Bill. Shout out Bill. Fire. Got some patches. Dude, I'm telling you, like these 1950s and 60s shirts, like, dude, they're just different, bro. Like the fabric is just different on these. So, like I said, we have like 3 of these guys. Billy. Shout out to Billy and Bill. Him. Shout out to this man. This man was working hard out here, bro. So, yeah, we have 3 of these, like I said. Let's see, what are these even? Freight Lines Incorporated. So is that like a train, I guess, freight, or like a truck? I don't even know. So we got 3 of those shirts. Those are fire. This is like a 90s piece. Levi's vest. Big little patch on the back. Texas patch. It's cool. This one's old. Blizzard proof. That's a good tag to look for. That's a pretty old tag, the blizzard proof. So, yeah, cool little vest. Cool little nylon puffer vest. Probably mad warm, but You love to see it. You love to see that tag. Like I said, this is the one that I had never seen before, bro. This is that item that I have never seen before ever. And I thought it was so cool, bro. So it's an FFA quilted vest, bro. Ain't that wild, bro? That's crazy. I've never seen something like this before. Super tough. And then on the front it has the chain stitchings for the name. Shout out to James Murphy. James Murphy, bro. Shout out to you. FFA patch, and then Texas on the back. So super tough. It would be actually really funny to like. I have an FFA jacket. It'd be funny if I like put the FFA jacket on and then put this on top. But yeah, super cool. I've never seen one of these before. The blue is so cool as well. So this will be available on the website soon. But I thought that was tough. Shout out to Bill because we also have his coveralls. So all those shirts I just showed, we also have his coveralls. So super cool. Got the chain stitching, his name right there, and yeah, it's just a cool pair of coveralls. My fault. And I love these. This is probably my favorite detail right here. This little side zip. I love that little side zip. Oh my gosh, bro, so far. So that's cool. That's cool. Let's see what else we got. The 1950s varsity jacket. This one's also really fire. Boxy. Mad dusty, low key. I'm gonna throw it on for y'all. Get a little, show you how it fits though. Yeah, this one's fire. This one is fire. Show. Purple, yellow. Pretty tough. Pretty tough wool. You know. Pretty cool. I keep hitting this light above my head. But yeah, no, this one's tough. We actually have another varsity jacket too in here. Here's a little 1970s polyester, kind of like button up. You can tell it's 1970s because it's mad. The collar is super pointed. This is like definitely a big 1970s detail. But super cool shirt. We have another varsity jacket. It's probably from the same school or whatever because this one also has an M on it. But this is one of the ones that it has like the hood that like flaps in the back a little bit. So you can leave it open or you can like zip it up and have it as a hood. This one also has a cool back patch. Cool little patch right there too. So 98, class of 98. So this one more is a 90s one. It's a little bit newer than the one that than this one is. The purple one's definitely a little older, but yeah, that one's tough. And we got a couple more things in here. Not a crazy haul, to be honest, but you know, it's still something. It's still some stuff for the site. Little Wrangler pearl snap, probably like 80s on this guy, maybe even 90s. But people like the pearl snap. People like the Western stuff, which is a whole other topic. I could talk about trends all day. I can talk about trends all day, right? Why do people like pearl snaps? I have a theory. Believe it or not. So if y'all want to hear the theory, I can tell y'all. Another work shirt. So we got multiple of these work shirts. This one's probably like 70s or 80s, but the nameplate, Mr. Christian. True. I like that. I like that tri-state patch though. It's a good tri-state patch. But so yeah, that one's fire. And then we have not a work shirt, but like a hunting shirt, low key. A hunting shirt. So it has like the extra padding right here, and it's red. So kind of fire. Just a humble little haul. Nothing crazy. Humble little haul. A few pieces here and there. But they're all pretty good, and I'm hype on them. And these will all be available on the website probably in the next week or so. Probably after Black Friday. So probably in December. If y'all are tuning in and y'all don't know who I am, if this is y'all first time seeing me, that's what I'm saying. FFA Vest is crazy. This is y'all's first time seeing me. First off, what up? My name is Tim, and this is Spies Gossip, Mayor kind of fashion brand. We mainly sell vintage, is how we started, but we're slowly getting into custom pieces, upcycled stuff. I just graduated from fashion school, so I'm trying to flex my knowledge a little bit and sew some really awesome stuff for you guys. So we do a lot of drops with custom pieces, like vintage inspired pieces. So give us a follow for sure. We, like I said, we mainly sell a lot of vintage, and that's kind of like our roots, and it's kind of like our bread and butter. So we just sell vintage from like 60s and 70s, but we also we also make stuff. So give us a follow. We got Black Friday coming up, so we have a lot of crazy stuff planned for Black Friday. Hey, yeah. Sarah loves to tell you. Yeah, I just finished her quilt jacket recently. So yeah, we do these great quilt jackets. It's a great way to do this. Look, I have this right here. So we do these great quilt jackets. Bro, look at the sun. It's just OD, bro. So we have these great quilt jackets that we do. And they're super fire. We use like vintage quilts on them, and they're all like this shape. But so we do a ton of this stuff. Quilt jackets, other chore jackets. We do like upcycle pants and stuff like that. We do a ton of stuff. Go to the website and you'll see everything basically that we do. But yeah, shout out to Sarah. Yeah, thanks. I lost 60s denim from you a while ago. Hey, yes sir. 60s denim, man. 60s denim. It's so good, bro. I'm a sucker for some 60s denim. I ain't gonna lie. Some nice carpenter denim. So good, bro. Like whatever they were doing back then when they were making jeans, bro, they were doing it right. They were doing it right for sure. But yeah, all right, let's get back to sewing here. We're in the process of doing some other chore jackets. I'm almost done with this one, guys. So I may try to just pivot this a little bit so y'all can really see me. I'm almost done with them. Yeah, the pointer denim. Are they the repaired ones, Carter? I think I should remember your name now. I think I should remember who you are. Might clone a pattern, make a pair of wallet. Bro, that's low-key what I did with the drums I got on, bro. I made them a little bit too baggy though. Yeah, okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, 100% do that, bro. Like, dude, I'm telling you, like, the shape is so good. Like, dude, pants are one of those things where it's like every little thing matters on the pants, bro. Like, you can go make the rise like a little bit shorter and totally change the way the pants fit and look. Like, pants are just super specific like that. That's what I've learned from sewing them. But yeah, they're fine. That's looking what I did with the pants I got on. But I feel like I made the pants a little too big. I kind of exaggerated the bagginess of them, so now they're looking just huge, bro. I don't know why. Now they're just like huge. These also, I made them too big for me, so they don't even fit my waist really, which sucks. But they're like a waist like 34-ish. I probably need more of like a 31, 32. So big in a waist. So I'm like, okay, so did I make them too big, or do they just not fit me because these are really just a bigger size? But whatever, you know. You gotta make one and learn from it for sure. You need like that little experimental pair. You need the tester pair, 100%. But yeah, Carter, Ben, be ready for Black Friday, bro, because the whole website is gonna be 30% off. Which is like a huge. Do I clone patterns often? Yeah, I do. That's low-key like a great way. They're not always gonna turn out like exactly. I mean, in my experience, they're not gonna turn out exactly as the garment that you cloned. I may just do like, and that may just be a user error, to be honest, bro. I may just be kind of rushing it a little bit and kind of like not trying to get an exact pattern from it, but I do clone them, and a lot of the times I have to like make one. It's definitely a good foundation. It's definitely better than starting from like scratch or like measurements that you're literally just like drawing from, from numbers. But a lot of times I'll have to make it and get the final version, and then do another pair after that. I'll have to make notes on it, figure out what I like, what I don't like, and then I'll have to go back in and do the actual legit pair. But I mean, that's just the process of like making anything. I feel like you have to go through what you like, what you don't like, what worked and what didn't work. But yeah, I clone patterns often, bro, and a lot of the times you don't even have to take apart your clothes either. You can just kind of manipulate them and the way you kind of like fold them, like all along the seams, you can kind of get a pretty accurate reading without having to take them apart, which is clutch because nobody wants to take apart the thing that they love so much and they want to like clone. So, but it is a great technique though. It's a great technique. I did that so much in fashion school though. I would just pull up and put like a bunch of clothes and bust out that pattern paper, start going ham. Right now, we are currently sewing the collar of this jacket that I'm about to put it on. I'm about to put the collar on the jacket. I'll show y'all. Hold up. I'll flash it for the camera. Pause. So this is what the collar looks like. La collar, la top stitching. Y'all know the vibe. You ever tried that 3D pattern marketing app? Yeah, Chloe. Yeah, we had to actually. I had to take a class on that actually. Believe it or not, that was actually added to my fashion design curriculum recently. So yeah, that was added to my curriculum recently. So I had to take a whole class about that, bro, which was like annoying. Just because I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great software, and like because that we were students, like we had like a free. I mean, I'm not a student anymore, so I have to pay for it now. But as we were students learning it, we had like a free access to it. So it was definitely good to learn because I guess like when you're applying for jobs now, like fashion jobs, like that's just a good skill to have. Like just like how Photoshop is a good skill to have if you're applying for some sort of job, like Clo is a great skill to have too, because it really is like pretty crazy to make patterns on there. And it's also mad convenient too if you can get good at it. I'm just not super technologically gifted, bro. Like my brain doesn't work that way. And I feel like I like struggle with technology, bro. But it is what it is. So I'm more old school. I'm more like I want to have the pattern. I want to like do the pattern like in my hands almost. But if you can get really good at Clo, bro, it's crazy. Because you can do so much with it. You can do so much with it that like you may be limited doing it by hand, you know? So it's super tough. It's really, really cool. And it also like prints out the pattern for you if you like hook up a printer to it. It'll print the pattern out for you, which is mad convenient. So you don't have to like draw it out and like by hand add seam allowance, like all that stuff can get OD. So it'll print out the pattern for you, which is crazy. Like I said, it just saves you a bunch of time for sure. How much even is that? Like $80? Something like that? Like $70, $80? For like, I don't even know if it's like a year, like by year or what. But I mean, it's worth it if you're gonna get a lot of use out of it, I guess. Guys, the collar is almost on. Once the collar's on, y'all will see the vision, bro. Y'all will see the vision. Y'all will be like, oh, I see the vision. Trust. See what else has been trending, bro. What are some other trends that y'all picked up on? I'm always looking for trends personally, bro. I just think they're so interesting what people like and what people don't like, and like what comes and goes. Because there's some stuff that really sticks around for a while. Like I said, like the whole Carhartt thing. Like I feel like Carhartt Detroit jackets are like still going up in price for some reason. Like they don't stop, bro. Like, bro, Carhartt, like a year ago, bro, we were selling Carhartt Detroit jackets for like 80, 90 bucks, 100 bucks. But now that's like a deal, bro. Now that's like a steal. Now you out here selling Detroit jackets for like 200. It's just crazy, bro. I guess people just still really want them like that. Yeah, not cheap at all, bro. Not cheap at all. Do they do like a free trial or like a cheaper trial, like a 7-day trial thing? I feel like they have to, bro. No way they're just selling this software, just like trusting that people will like it. But I will say though, I mean, because we had a whole class on it in school, bro, a lot of like people in the industry, like a lot of professionals, like use Clo. So it's definitely a good skill set to have. Like if you get mad good at Clo, like that's a great skill set to go up to a company and be like, hey, I can do this like really well. I'm really like studied in this. I'm really educated in this and Clo. That's like a big thing for people, big thing for companies. So it's almost not a bad investment to make if you're trying to invest into your future. I mean, it's low-key like buying Photoshop. I ain't gonna lie, it's like buying Photoshop. Right? Like if you're a what do they call it? Graphic designer or something like that, or like a photographer. Like it's probably good to have Photoshop to like learn it and get good at it, but also just like help your work. So it's not a bad investment to make, but it is definitely a learning curve, though. I will say. Like I said, I mean, we took a whole class on it, so a whole class to learn how to work that John, bro. And like if I even loaded up today, I still wouldn't even know all of how to even use it either. Like I know a little bit, I know the basics, but I definitely don't know all like the intricacies of it, because there's a lot you can do, bro. You can like set up a little fake runway, have them like walk the fake runway, have like a little video of them walking the fake runway. It's actually insane. And it looks like, I mean, obviously it looks realistic. You can tell it's animated, but like it's a pretty accurate depiction of like whatever you made. It's wild, bro. Technology crazy, bro. Not that this is related in any way, shape, or form, but like, bro, y'all be seeing these Tesla bots, bro? Ain't that insane? I was super interested in like Japanese Boro collaging and mending. You ever tried it out? I haven't, but super dope technique. I feel like that is just like super fire, but it's just like, bro, the time, that is a time commitment and a half. I feel like that stuff takes very long, but I feel like it looks really, really, really cool. So, but I've never really gotten to like, not that you said this, but like sashiko repair. Never really got into that. Never really done that a ton. I've seen a bunch of videos on it though. But yeah, I don't know. I've never really tried it out, but it's really cool. I do know it's really cool. So, y'all ready to see this collar though? Y'all ready to see this collar though? Yup. Bro, the light is still crazy. Exposure. This the jacket so far. It's got like patchwork, camo denim, the stripe, supposed to look like the American flag. Supposed to be very Americana inspired chore jacket. These are already sold. I'm sewing orders for people who bought them. I did a bandana size prototype for a pair of borrowed jeans just for that bandana. It took 15 hours. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Wow, 15 hours is crazy. That's even more than I thought. Dude, hand stitching. Yeah, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, that's insane. Wow, dude, 15 hours, bro. But I mean, bro, at the end of it, it's like, bro, like that's like a work of art. You know? Like if you're clocking in 15 hours on something, holy moly, bro. Like that's like something that's like really, really special, bro. It's crazy, dude. Respect, bro. I respect your patience because I don't think I could do that. I don't think I had that patience in me. That's really tough, bro. Hold on, I need to send a text. Let me lock in. Hold up.
Is our best policy.
All right, we're locked back in. We're locked back in. I'm sorry. I had to scroll Instagram Reels for a sec. I had a brain rot for a second. My fault. But Black Friday, man, I'm gonna keep plugging it. Hopefully it sticks with y'all. 30% off the entire website. So that means all of the custom orders that we do are gonna be 30% off, which is fire, because you could get a handmade piece for a discounted price, which is really cool. Which is really, really cool. This is the process of all the orders that get sent in. I literally make them all. I'm literally clocked in 5 days a week out here making these custom orders, bro. But it is a blessing. It is a blessing, and there's nothing I want to do more than this than to make closer people, bro. Like, what a gift. We are here adding the him on right now. Adding on the him. Let's see. I feel like I should ask like a general question. I don't know. I got nothing. I'm just saying. Dude, I gotta pee so bad, bro. How do I pee when I'm live? You got anything to drop for Black Friday? What they looking like? Yeah. We're dropping every night at midnight. I'm just spill it. To you. We were trying to keep this under wraps, but it's alright. There's like 5 people here. Yeah, we're going to, so like Thanksgiving at midnight is when the website goes to 30% off. So like, I guess technically Friday morning, but Thanksgiving at midnight is when the website goes 30% off. So everything on the website 30% off. So if there's stuff that you see, move on it quick, because I'm sure like the better stuff that we have is probably gonna go. It's all 30% off. But then we're gonna let it ride out on Thursday, and then Friday night at midnight, technically Saturday morning, we're gonna drop 100 new items, bro. 100 new items, bro. We're working overtime to get these items just like processed and pictured and everything like that. But we're gonna drop 100 new items on Friday at midnight, Saturday at midnight, and Sunday on midnight, bro. Three different drops, 100 items in all of them. So there'll definitely be a lot of new stuff being added, and so you're gonna have to just keep coming back. You're gonna have to keep coming back. And then Monday night at midnight is when the site goes back to normal. So it's gonna be a good 4-day stretch for people to just like load up on some good stuff, or even like, I mean, holiday season is here, so like maybe even shop for other people as well. But it'll be a good time for all that. We're gonna have a ton of things. Ton of vintage that we're dropping, bro. I've been sourcing crazy out here over the last month or so. I've been sourcing crazy, but we're hype on it, bro. We're hype on it. Typically, Black Friday always is pretty good for us. People respond to it well. I think people just enjoy the discount. And our whole thing is like, okay, how do we get people to like care about our Black Friday stuff? Because every single brand under the sun is doing something Black Friday related. So we're like, okay, well, how do we get people to like know that we're doing Black Friday stuff? So we trying out here. We're trying to get a bunch of good stuff for y'all, but we do. It's gonna be tough. We're gonna have a lot of that true vintage, bro. A lot of good true that is gonna be dropped. So hyped on that, bro. Hyped on that. Alright. The him is in. I live in Australia. Oh. There's a massive gap in true vintage. What do you mean a massive gap? But yeah, dude, the shipping, international shipping, oh gosh, brutal, bro. Absolutely brutal. Is it, when shipping stuff internationally, it's probably better to like bundle stuff up, huh? I feel like it is better to like group stuff together, ship stuff together, like as a unit. But man, international shipping, bro. Yeah, that's where they get you, bro. That's where they get you.
Turning red, sky of golden hue, whispers in the breeze.
Now we're doing the sleeve hems, and this jacket is almost done. We gotta hem the sleeves, then we gotta sew the pockets on, and then we just gotta put the buttonholes and the buttons on, and then this jacket is done. And then we have another one to do, but I don't know if I'll still be live for that. Is the music still going? Also, have y'all been getting hit with ads on the music? Y'all been getting hit with ads? Not. Oh, there's not a lot of true vintage sellers. Heard. I guess that makes sense, bro. What's even sourcing vintage like in another country? Because I've been to like France and Germany and like in Europe and stuff like that, and vintage is so different out there, bro. Like it is so not the same as it is here in America. Like I feel like America is like low-key the mecca of vintage. Like it's just got all the shit. I don't know, for some reason, like it just has all of it. And because like in Europe and Germany, bro, it was a bunch of like Y2K stuff. There's a bunch of Y2K stuff. Not a lot of like good old stuff, if any. You know what I'm saying? The one thing though in France, bro, was French workwear stuff. That was booming. That was the most French workwear I've ever seen in my life. And I got some really, really good stuff. But yeah, for the most part, like they just don't have like the classic true American vintage over there. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Being in America, you're gonna find that stuff more. But what is it like in Australia? I can't even imagine, bro. I can't even imagine. Dude, French workwear is so hard, bro. French workwear is so fun. French workwear is so fun. We're actually dropping that cool French workwear smock tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's not like a chore jacket, but it's like a pullover smock. It's really cool. It's that classic blue. But when I was in France, bro, oh my gosh, this literally was like a dream. This was literally like a fever dream, bro. I was in rural South France, so like down by like a bunch of like basically farms, just surrounded by like a bunch of hills and stuff like that. I was in the town called Lacoste. So there's actually a city in France called Lacoste, like spelled exactly like the fashion brand. But so I was in that city studying abroad, and if you could take the bus would come to the local bus station in that town. It'd pick you up, it'd have a route, it'd take you to like other small towns around. And because we're like in the middle of nowhere, bro, like I'm on the complete other side. I'm like 2.5 hours away from Paris. So like we're I don't know, like I don't want to say the middle of nowhere, but like there's just not a lot around. And so the bus takes you to like other small surrounding towns. And there's this one town that was near us, near Lacoste. And at that town, or in that town, they had like this big flea market kind of thing. And they had a bunch of stuff, right? People selling like produce, people selling like wallets, sunglasses, stuff like that. Every now and then people would be selling clothes. And there was this one guy who was selling a bunch of just workwear. So he had like some 2000s, it looked like American workwear almost, like 2000s, just like random workwear brands. But he also had a lot of French workwear from like, I don't know, 60s, 70s, 80s. So, I got this really, really good one. I messed up. I'm still upset about this to this day. But I bought this really, really good moleskin 1950s like black one off him, which in true vintage, black is like hard to find. It's the most coveted thing ever. People love black true vintage stuff just because like you don't see it a lot. And bro, it was such a pretty jacket, but I ended up selling it for like $250, but I probably could have, like now I can sell it for way more than that. So I kind of sold, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty upset about it. But life goes on, you know what I'm saying? We can't dwell on it. But another L that I took. I'm just lucky talking about all the L's I took, bro. But that's what happens, bro. But yeah, it was a really, really cool experience, bro. I just pulled up to this guy, some random vendor, and he had like literally exactly what I'm looking for. I ended up buying like probably like 15 chore jackets off of him. I tried to haggle with him a little bit, but I think I paid like around like $40 for each one, which is fine. But yeah, it was fire. It was fire. French workwear is so cool. Like I just love that blue. Like blue is like definitely my favorite color. Like navy blue, more blue. All-time grails, bro. One had to be that jacket, low key. But bro, I always find myself in a position where it's like, dude, I'm just gonna sell it. Like I'm just gonna, I'll wear it for a little bit, and then I won't wear it for a while, and then I'll look at it, and I'll be like, bro, I'm looking to sell that because like I don't wear it. But I would say my grills, the stuff that I like will never ever sell is stuff that I've gotten from my grandpa. So luckily he kept some of his cool stuff. So he was also in the military as well. So I have this really, really cool leather USN deck jacket from him. Like they're actually probably they're worth a pretty penny as well. Like they're pretty fire, pretty valuable. But I got a cool leather jacket from him. Never will sell that because like I was just like, bro, it's an important piece of, you know, it was his. So I'm like, bro, I can't sell this, bro. Like that's dirty, bro. So I have that. So that's like an all-time grail. I have another leather jacket from when I moved to Atlanta for the first time, or not the first time, but like the second time, I needed to completely refurnish my house, like start from scratch. I had to buy a sofa, had to buy like everything. And I rolled up on an estate sale because I had no furniture. and I was hitting, bro. I was hitting on furniture. I got a TV, got a sofa, got all this stuff. And then they also had like this leather jacket from like the 80s probably. And it's just like a super fire black classic moto leather jacket. And it fits me pretty good. It doesn't fit me great. It fits me pretty good. But I don't think I'll ever sell it. I got it for like 15 bucks. I don't think I'll ever sell it. Because those people were just so nice. So it's like I have a story behind that jacket now. So like I don't think I could just sell the jacket. So like those are looking my grills. Those are looking my grills. I got a soft spot for pieces that I like that have a story behind them or have like meaning behind them. I have a shirt. I have a shirt from my grandpa's high school shirt. So same grandpa. His like PE shirt in high school. I don't even know why he kept it, bro. But it's so fire. It's so fire. It's like yellow. The year is 1970. That's what it's dated at. So it's super fire. It's on like the Mayo Spruce tag, so like a super good tag. Again, I'll never sell that t-shirt. And there's probably a few more stuff. I still have one of the French workwear jackets that I got from France. That's like my favorite. It has like repairs on it. Again, I got it from that guy, so like I'll never sell it because like I want the story behind it, and like I have the whole like experience behind it, so like I'll never sell that. But there's some other stuff too that I'm not thinking of, but has like similar stuff. I remember I bought a 1960s FFA jacket from a vintage shop in New York, bro. In New York, it was a big vintage shop. I mean, this was like probably like 2 years ago, so I guess maybe FFA jackets weren't as trending, but there's this 1960s FFA jacket, super fire, and I got it for $100, and I thought it was a steal because I could probably sell it now for like 200. So, but that's something I like hold on to. Like I haven't worn that thing in months, but like I still probably wouldn't sell it because I just think it's really cool, and it's just like, again, there's an experience attached to it. So pretty fire. So I got a couple things, but I always got a soft spot for, and I feel like most people do. I feel like that's why most people like will keep stuff instead of selling stuff, right? Like every now and then you'll come across like a reseller. That's what I'm saying. Sentimental, bro. Sentimental with it, bro. I feel like every now and then you'll come across a reseller who just like has like really cool stuff, but like he just won't sell it, or he or she won't sell it. And they have like their own reasons for whatever reason, you know. But a lot of the times I feel like that reason is just like sentimental reasons. Like they have a story behind it, and if they sell it, it'll feel like they're like doing the story wrong. Like you're doing some injustice. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's what happens with a lot of people. A lot of vintage resellers, if they got a crazy story behind it, bro. Yeah, bro, they ain't gonna sell it. They ain't gonna sell it. All right, guys, short jacket. First one complete. Everything is hemmed. I just gotta put the buttons on now. But yeah, bro, this is our American short jacket. It's supposed to be really boxy, look like a classic piece of workwear from like 1950s and 60s. The reason why it's called the American short jacket is because we got Americana with it. So if you look, there's like these red stripes on it. It's supposed to like resemble like an American flag, and then it has like touches of denim and then some like military camo. So it's supposed to be like very Americana inspired. But then the silhouette is just like a classic 1950s, 60s like short jacket. Like honestly, like a French workwear jacket. With a few tweaks here and there, I wanted to like emphasize the boxiness of it. But yeah, bro, this one's fire. So this one's a size medium. About to do the size small next. And this one is already sold, so somebody already put in a custom order. So that's why I'm making this one. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Carter. Tough, bro. Tough. But so yeah, so if this interests you, you can go put your order on the site right now. Or you can wait till Black Friday till 30% off. Then that's a good time to put your order in. I'm about to be booked and busy after Black Friday, bro, from all these custom orders. But yeah, bro, that's the process, bro. Y'all have seen the whole process. Not the whole process, just the sewing process. There's a whole other cutting out and serging and doing everything else. But that's low-key boring stuff. I can at least talk while I sew. But now it's time for the buttons though. So I gotta get out here and mark these buttons. And then we're working on this bag too. I don't know if y'all have seen recently, but that's the first time I've like used hardware, like adjustable bag strap type beat. Yeah, crazy. Should be fire though. Should be fire. So we're working on this bag. It's supposed to look like a 1950s mail bag that we're trying to do. Made from like 15-ounce raw canvas. It's pretty fire though. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty tough. So I'm about to get to working on that later today if I have time. I got a ton of other stuff to do though. Low key. Boring vintage stuff, bro. Boring vintage stuff. No fun sewing stuff, bro. Boo. No fun sewing stuff. Boo. Terrible. So yeah, here's some of the buttons on, bro. I'm looking need like a POV camera so y'all can see like what I'm doing over here. That'd be tough. I feel like that would be tough. Except y'all can see if I like mess up though, which is kind of scary. But I'm out here just marking where these buttons are gonna go. So I have a little mark, so I can refer back to that. And so I also know where to sew the buttonhole as well. I don't have a buttonhole maker, unfortunately, so I have to kind of improvise. My machine is pretty old. I actually got my machine from my grandma. So my industrial machine, my grandma used to sew wedding dresses. She used to do like bridal stuff. And she also just used to get commissioned for a bunch of other stuff as well. She's super fire, but now she's like fully retired, and she was getting rid of her machine and pass it down to me. I'm gonna head off now. Good to chat, bro. Cause you got the time though. Cheers to him. Hey, thank you, bro. Carter, bro. W-Mans, bro. I don't know if you're still in here, bro, but nah, you fine. Thanks for hopping in and chopping it up with me, bro. If you weren't talking, bro, I'd be so bored probably. But all right, bro. Be easy though. But my grandma, she used to do bridal stuff, so she passed down the sewing machine, and it's great. It works so well. It's really old. Well, I shouldn't say really old. It's pretty old. But it still works so well. It does its job so well. But it doesn't have a button making setting because it's just old and it just does like the normal sewing machine stuff. So it doesn't have a buttonhole making setting. So I kind of have to improvise with it. And I kind of have to just sew a little rectangle of stitches of where the button's gonna go, so it doesn't like keep ripping the fabric. So it's scuffed, low key. It's not a perfect setup. But we get the job done, bro. We have buttonholes at the end of the day that hold up, which is the most important thing. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then I gotta hand sew these buttons in, bro. RIP to me, bro. That is the worst thing ever. Hand sewing. It's gotta be welded. Absolutely welded with a capital W, bro. Absolutely welded. But I'm over here working on our American shore jacket. Really fire. These are one of our best sellers, I'd say. One of, not the, but one of. I've made a couple of these now, which is always really fun to see. People tend to like these, so pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. But yeah, I just graduated from fashion school. So if anybody has any questions regarding like fashion school stuff, I'm equipped to answer them because I was just in that job for 4 years. So if anybody has questions about that, bro, I can answer it. I also run. I mean, the account that you're watching right now is called Despise Gossip. That is that is the brand that I do, and it is an Americana fashion brand. We sell vintage. We started selling vintage, and as I've gone through fashion school and learned how to make clothes, we have been also making clothes and doing drops of Americana vintage inspired stuff. So that's also what we do. So if you have any questions about running a brand or selling vintage clothes, bro, drop the question below, because I'm also equipped to answer it. At least most questions. Maybe not all questions, but most of them. Or if you just want to holla and rate my fit, that's also cool, bro. Or if you want to, just say what's up, show some love, drop a like or something. That's also tough, bro. Also tough. Oh, look, he's showing these buttonholes are so annoying as well. Very tedious process. I don't like the tedious stuff, bro. One thing about me, and this may not even be, probably not a good thing, but one thing about me, bro, is me having no patience. How much battery that camera got left? Can't even see. But I be having no patience with some of this stuff, and like that's looking my downfall. I feel like with sewing, like it's like learning how to do it, but like what separates like a really good seamstress from like a not as good seamstress, I feel like, is how patient they are. Because the more you take your time on seams and pockets and collars and just everything about sewing, like the better it's gonna end up. So if you like just get used to always taking your time on stuff, it's like, bro, it's gonna end up so good, and you're gonna be looked at as like, bro, this dude's elite, when in reality, like, someone else can have the same skill set as you but just like not be as patient and make like worse garments, just from like a technical standpoint. And then there's also just like literally how much you know. Like there's always a bunch of shortcuts and always a bunch of ways to do stuff that are literally like subjectively better than other ways. So wisdom does come into play, but a lot of the time it's patience, bro. You can have a very basic understanding of sewing, and if you're just patient, your stuff will end up fire. Like it'll look really good. It'll look like you have more knowledge than probably what you do have. So patience is key. But it kind of sucks because I feel like I'm not that patient. so it's not a good duality, bro. It's not a good character trait to have. But we're working on it, bro. We're working on it. All we can do is try, right? All we can do is try. All right, buttonholes completed. Yeah, we straight. Buttonholes, bro. Mad annoying, but very essential. Very, very essential to the garment. Imagine you're wearing a button-up shirt and it just keeps coming undone. That would suck. That would suck. What up, streams? What up, live streams? Go. This is the jacket I'm working on. Very tough. Very, very tough. Very tough. American short jacket. Bro, this exposure gotta go. I can't even see the jacket because it's white. So that's annoying. But if you come and watch on Twitch and YouTube, bro, it's great quality. It's great quality. Hey, drop some likes. If you're listening to my voice right now, drop a like. Drop just one. Just one. Tight. Tight. Hey, bro. Tough. Tough. Alright, now we're gonna seam rip the buttonholes that we just made. So now we're gonna go in and we're gonna cut a little cut in the buttonhole that we just made. Mink is really that simple, folks. It's really that simple. 4 years in fashion school for what? Just lock in on the live stream, bro. And I'll teach you how to sew. We also have a Patreon too that we're starting up. So if you guys want more content, then go peep. The live will end in 5 minutes. You have detected inactivity during your current live. Complete the verification to continue your live. TikTok out here, bro. They don't want people just sitting on live, huh? Brutal. We've been live for an hour and a half. That's crazy, bro. That's actually pretty wild. All right, well, I think I'm gonna end it though. Appreciate y'all tapping in, tuning in. We're gonna be back tomorrow doing a bunch of pants. So if that interests you, then come and holler and say what's up. But until then, I will catch y'all later.